Congratulations.
Taking my truck and I said, no, that's all I have, you take it, and then I'm gonna go take your car. Because his water pump ended up going out in the reservoir tank, so he was all worried like, "Hey, well, what if I go and the radiator goes out?" I'm like, "You know what, take it, and then I'll go take your car." Just go in the truck, you know,
Yeah,
more liable my truck, and then in a month I'll go over there and drop off your car and get settled in.
there you go. Well, good. That's got to be exciting.
But he tells them, they only told 120.
And I know it's competitive.
Yeah, definitely so. He had applied to 8 colleges, 2 colleges, 2 Arizona colleges called him, and only one, which is the one he wanted to go to, is the one that called him.
That is
Mhm.
so badass. I
Were
mean,
you?
honestly,
Yeah. We're proud of him. You know, when you're retired, you can move. And he tells me.
it's pretty. It's pretty over there.
Linda, you can take Linda.
I've never been to Glendale, but I like the state. Um, man, how old is he?
29. You just turned 29. 20, yeah, just turned 29.
Man, that's awesome. Um, if you want, Monica, you can start letting people
Okay.
come in so you can get them checked in, you know?
Hold on, wait a second, because until Judge gets out, yeah.
Um,
Come on back in.
my brother's gonna sit into
Is anybody on the Zoom? Was that one person on there or no?
no, nobody yet. No, nobody on the Zoom yet.
Close the door, because there was not nothing like that, if it comes in. For zone enforcement, judge.
Oh, we'll see what the, I don't know how they feel it. I'll let Jim, let me know when they're all situated.
Okay, judge. Nobody was on, Crystal? You said no, Crystal? Okay. So I can tell, one that's a let them know. Yeah. What am I doing again? What's that? Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Just have a seat wherever you want. And- Como que quiero vivir? Yo, o whatever it is, you're coming on, you know, stop right here. Now you have to be so good. Be something else. Let me get it from you. Okay. All right, Judge Antonio Gonzalez presiding.
Good morning. Y'all can sit down. All right. All right. Today's date is August 13th, 2025. The time is approximately 10:05 a.m. We are on the record. What that means is that everything that's being done here today is being recorded on the court's recording system. We are a court of record, so everything here is recorded. I want to thank you folks for being here today. A lot more people were summoned to show up today. They didn't show up, but you folks did, and I want you to know that I truly appreciate that. So if you're here today, that means you're here on the arraignment docket, or what's called the initial appearance docket. That means that you're here for the first time to answer to your citation. Do we have any show cause? Okay, we also you also may be here for what's called a show cause hearing. That means you've already entered in a plea of guilty or no contest. You were asked to do something, you haven't done it, and now you're here before the court, so we can talk about it. Okay. So some things I need to let you know. Um, every case that's heard out of this court is a Class C misdemeanor. Fines normally do not exceed $500. You have the right to have a jury determine your guilt or innocence. You can waive your right to a trial by jury, and you can have a trial before the court, which is me. You have the right to have an attorney represent you. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will not be appointed to you because there is no chance of jail time in these cases. But an attorney can help you understand the law, can help you understand procedure, and can help you make decisions regarding your case. If you choose to go forward without a lawyer, I have no choice but to hold you to the same standard as if you were an attorney. You also have the Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You do not have to testify in your case against yourself. It's the state's burden to prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. As you sit here today, you are innocent until proven guilty. Very important right that you have. Just because you're accused of something doesn't mean that you've already been judged. Okay, it's the state's burden to prove their case against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Everybody understand these rights. Okay. Some other things I need to let you know. Um, there are alternative means to payment. If I order a fine in court cost and you're unable to meet that obligation, there are other ways to do it. There is an application that you can request from the clerks up front. You fill it out. And if I find that you are indigent under the law, I can do a number of things from placing you on an extended payment plan, which means on a payment plan that's more than 30 days, to having you do community service in lieu of fine and cost. Or I can do a combination of those things. The point being is that just because you can't pay right now doesn't mean that we can't put you in compliance. Okay. If you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could affect your status in the United States. If you find yourself in this situation, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. And finally, there are consequences beyond this courtroom on certain cases. For instance, if you are cited for not having insurance, not only could you be subject to fines and court costs out of this court, but you could be subject to surcharges from the state of Texas. If you find yourself in this situation, I strongly suggest you consult an attorney. So the way this is going to work, when I call your case, I'm going to ask that you stand next to one of these microphones, okay? You don't have to speak directly into it. So long as you're in the vicinity, it'll pick up your voice. I'm going to let you know what you're being charged. I'm going to swear you in, first of all. Then I'm going to let you know what you're being charged with. And then I'm going to ask you, how do you plead? You're going to have three choices. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest. A plea of guilty and a plea of no contest are basically the same thing. And then I'm going to find you guilty. And then we're going to go to the sentencing portion of the case. The difference is that when you plead no contest, what you're telling the court is that you're not contesting the matter. You're not saying you did it. You're not saying you did do it. You're just not contesting it. But what you're also telling the court is that there's enough evidence before the court at this time to substantiate a finding of guilt. Okay. The other difference is that if they attempt, say you get sued in a civil court, and they attempt to use your plea of no contest in the civil proceeding to prove liability, it won't be allowed. Although a plea of guilty could be allowed. So those are the differences. Okay. You also have the ability to plead not guilty, right? If you plead not guilty, then your case is going to be set for trial. And it's going to be your choice, whether it's in front of the judge or in front of a jury, which would be 6 people from the community. And before we have an actual trial, there will be what's called a pretrial. At that pretrial, it's a couple of things that are happening. You have the ability to file any pretrial motions you want the court to listen to, but you'll also have the ability to speak to the prosecutor who represents the state of Texas. In our court, the prosecutor's name is Mr. Epi Isasi. He is the one who brings the case on behalf of the state of Texas, okay? A lot of times people come to court and they think the judge is the one who's bringing the case. I'm not bringing the case, okay? It's the state of Texas that brings the case. As a result, they have the ability to do a number of things. They can negotiate a plea bargain agreement with you. They have the ability to speak to you, listen to you if you have any defenses, any excuses, anything you want them to consider, because they also have the ability to recommend dismissal of the case. Okay, me as the judge, I can't dismiss a case. Okay, there's very limited times I can dismiss a case. For instance, you're stopped, you didn't have your driver's license on you, you're charged for no driver's license. You come and you show that, in fact, you did have a driver's license. In that case, I can do what's called a compliance dismissal, right? So it's very limited times I can actually do a dismissal by myself. But the prosecutor, he has the ability to do a lot of things. So at the pretrial, you'll be able to speak to the prosecutor if you so choose and try to get your case resolved. If you can't resolve your case at that time, then your case will be set for trial, and we will notify you of that trial date, and we will have a trial. Okay. Any questions at this time? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and call the first case. Court calls number 25040000865, State of Texas versus Sorrel Engel. Sorrel Engel. Sorrel Engel. Court calls cause number 25040000864, State of Texas versus Jose Garcia. Jose Garcia. Jose Garcia. Court calls cause number 25040000862. Oh, that Home Tax Solutions, you said they're the ones that are going to appear on Zoom? Okay. Court calls cause number 25040000863, State of Texas versus Jose Saiz. Mr. Saiz, if you can please approach one of the microphones. Please raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. Okay, you can put your hand down. You are Jose Saiz. Mr. Saiz, you are charged with the offense of violating Texas, Robstown City Ordinance, Section 6 of Health and Sanitation Code. where you are accused of failing to clean up your property and having high grass. Are you aware of that violation? And do you understand it? As to the charge, violating section 6, 0.05.002 duties of owner, as to that charge, how do you plead? The court will accept your plea of not guilty. Mr. Saiz, if you have to have a trial on the matter, do you want it in front of the judge or in front of the jury? All right, Mr. Saiz, if you go to the front windows, they're gonna have you sign off on your, you go out the doors and through the front windows, they'll have you sign off on your plea paper, work. You're gonna get a notice of the pretrial, and that's usually conducted via Zoom, although you do have the ability to come in person if you so choose. All right, thank you, sir. Court calls cause number 250400046 State of Texas versus Margarita Morales. Ms. Morales, you can sit down on the chair. You don't have to stand up, okay? Ms. Morales, do you speak English? Okay. Bueno, señora Morales, ¿puedes levantar la mano derecha? ¿Jurado dije la verdad, toda la verdad y nada la verdad? Ok, sí puedes bajar la mano. ¿A usted se llama Margarita Morales? Sí. Ok, señora Morales, usted está aquí hoy porque la están acusando de una violación que, que en su casa que, que hay basura que no has levantado.
Sí, sí, ahorita ya recogí pero como ya tengo 3 meses que me quebré mi hábito, pues no podía, pero es que ya está, ya limpié, ya estoy.
Okay. Y eso, y hoy no puedo escuchar eso ahorita, pero sí se puede dar no culpable y luego puede hablar con el abogado del estado. Y si él habla con el señor de que se encarga de eso, y si el señor le dice que sí, ya está todo arreglado, entonces él puede meter una demanda que se quite, ¿ok? Ok. So, por ahorita lo voy a decir, lo voy a poner aquí que no culpable, y luego le vamos a mandar una carta con otra fecha, y luego usted puede hablar con el abogado. ¿Está bien?
Sí.
Ok. Si puede ir a las ventanas de enfrente, ahí le van a asistir, ¿ok? Gracias. He asked for the free time. I'm pretty sure she's gonna leave it as have it. Okay. Court calls cause number 141207748, 1503018631, 1503011894, 1503011895, State of Texas versus Olivia Bocanegra. Ms. Bocanegra, I'm gonna have you wait because we have a lot for you, okay? Okay, I'm gonna have you wait a little bit, and then I'll come back to you, okay? Court calls cause number 1909. Are the rest of these are all show cause? I got you. Okay. All right, so then go ahead, Ms. Foganera. I thought we had more of the other cases. Let me see. Yeah, you can be right there. Okay, Ms. Bocaneda, you're here on a show cause hearing. There's nothing, they don't have any of the, how much is owed? Just for future, you need to let them know. We gotta put the cause in English. On there, then it's as if it's nothing, you know, so. All right, Ms. Bocaneda, it looks like you're here on an application for time payment extension and or community service regarding total outstanding fines and fees of $4,127.10. Is that your understanding, Ms. Bocaneda? Okay. No, no, and we're gonna get there in a minute, okay? Um, so it looks like, Ms. Bocanera, you don't work, correct? You're disabled, correct? Okay. Um, all right, I'm gonna find that you are in fact, um, indigent under the law, Ms. Bocanera. That means that, your resources, uh, that you qualify to do something, either a payment plan, community service, or there's other things I can do. Hold on real quick, Ms. Bocanera. Um, you don't have a job either, do you, Ms. Bocanera? You get disability? How much do you get a month? Okay, and I'm looking at your bills and your uh obligations, and it doesn't leave you much afterwards. Okay. So at this time, I'm gonna find that you are indigent under the law, that you do, that you are also disabled. You provided me with documentation regarding that. I'm also gonna find that you cannot do community service because of your disability. So at this time, I'm gonna be waiving your fines and fees. Okay? You're welcome. So if you want copies of that, we can get it to you later. But as of right now, you're not gonna owe anything else, okay? All right, you're dismissed. You're welcome. All right. Court call is cause number 19090066610, 19090066611, 19090066612, 1410C006, 2207004676, 2302000756, State of Texas versus Amber Marie Bryant. Amber Marie Bryant. Rosalinda Covarrubias. Rosalinda Covarrubias. Too many cause numbers to call. So I need to make sure they're here. Matthew Garcia. Court's gonna call cause numbers 1606003-407, 16080045570, 0807 00010, 0807 00011, 0807 00010B, 0810000247, 0810000247B, 0907 0000080, 15040291, 2011004702, 2103000607, 2402 000114, 2402 000115, 2405 000040, and 2503 000048, 2504 00000396. State of Texas versus Matthew Garcia. Mr. Garcia, please raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. You can put your hand back. You are Matthew Garcia. Mr. Garcia, you are here regarding total outstanding fines and fees of $5,551.30. Are you aware, is this your understanding of what you owe? Okay. And you submitted an application for time payment extension and or community service, correct? And is everything in this application true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
No. Having that baby called me when she fucking personally, we always leave around $2,000 to work.
Okay.
That's why I applied for the monthly form. That it would be how it is in hours.
Yes.
And then just give it a test.
Okay.
I get this bill, I can come monthly and then
So what are you asking me to do?
When I asked him to be there for community service, they said they would be there on the weekend.
Well, it's not that we don't do anything. It's it's incumbent upon you to go and find community service. If you can find community service to do on the weekends, that's on you, right? If you find a church or some other nonprofit, I don't care when you do it. You just have to find somebody that's going to let you do it. Okay. So your choice is payment plan or community service. You want an extended, you wanted a payment plan?
taking it up in comments, you know,
So you don't have a license right now?
I know it was before anything, right? Police officer, they said, probably, they said, accident, and we were over there, you know, and it's, what was his phone, you know, was he trying to sue me or something? I was getting calls to me from San Antonio.
You can go to any justice of the peace court in the county, and you can ask for an occupational driver's license, okay, that allows you to drive for work while your license is suspended. Okay. I think the cost is anywhere from $25 to $50. I'm not sure exactly what it is right now, but that way you're not driving without a license. Okay. So that's something you may want to look into. Yeah, it allows you to go to and from work. It allows you to go to for essential needs.
Quite a lot of, you know, things that driving without license.
Yeah, well, there are ways to deal with that. Okay. Uh, what's your proposal on how much you can give a month? Um, I mean, I want to help you out. Uh, I mean, we can do a combination of
I can look into seeing, holding place where you're gonna be community services weekends.
um yeah, I mean, we could do a comp because that's a lot. 5,551.30. I'll be honest with you, on a pure payment plan at $100 a month. I mean, we're looking at years, right? And like, I'd rather get this taken care of sooner than later. Um, I'm gonna work out something where maybe we do half on payments and the other half we're going to uh order community service. Uh, if that's not working out, then you need to come tell us. Okay. Um, when can I answer? Because we need we're gonna have to redo these.
Yeah. For another day.
Okay, we're gonna reset you. I'm gonna work with you. Okay, I'm gonna work with you because you know, I understand your predicament. Um, but I also want to put you, you know, I can order you to pay 200 something, you know, $300 a month. But if you're unable to do it, that does nobody any good, right? But if we can do some kind of combination where you're doing some community service and getting some of this paid off, you know, we can start making a dent in this. Okay. So you're going to get a reset from us. In that time, we're going to redo these, and we'll have a plan for you. Okay. Okay. Anything else from you? Okay. Your excuse. Thank you. Court calls number 25040000459, State of Texas versus Juan Luis Lopez Aguillon. Court calls number 25040000232 and 233, Sadell Miller. Please raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. Okay, you can put your hand down. You are Sadell Yvonne Miller? Okay, looks like you're here on an application for time payment extension and or community service regarding total outstanding fines and fees of how much? $532 dollars. Is that your understanding? Oh, and is everything on this application true and correct to your best of your knowledge? Okay. All right, you're not employed right now, correct? Okay. I'm gonna find that you do qualify. Um, and you're requesting community service, correct? All right, I'm gonna approve the community service. On cause number 2504-000233, it's gonna be 15 hours of community service. And on cause number 2504-000232, it's gonna be 7 hours of community service. Total of 22 hours of community service. You think you can get that done within 30 days? So what I'll do, I'm gonna say by September 15th. Yeah. But you need to get Monica to
Yes.
check her. All right, you go to the front windows, they'll take care of you, okay? Thank you. Roberto Ramirez. For cause number 1303C015, 1309C044, 1409066060, 2504000439, 2504000440, 131, 100164, 14084378, 1711087430, 180200, 1101, 1908, 005680, 2309, 000278, 240, 100002, 124, 2308, 000277, 2308, 000278, 231, 000107, State of Texas versus Roberto Ramirez Jr. Please raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. Okay, you can put your hand up. You are Roberto Ramirez Jr.? Okay, Mr. Ramirez. You're here today regarding total outstanding fines and fees of $4,485.20. Is that your understanding? And you filled out this application for time payment extension and or community service. Is everything in this application true and correct to the best of your knowledge? You are currently employed, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you wanting to do, Mr. Ramirez?
Monthly, they're gonna be the fine then, but we're not asking them.
How much are you proposing?
But you think it's reasonable, reasonable amount of time that you said?
If you give $200 a month, you'll be paid off in a little bit, in about 22 months. Can you do that?
And then I always get extra for one thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Go ahead, have a seat, Mr. Ramirez. I'm gonna fill out this paperwork. And for future reference, Mr. Ramirez, it's important that you understand when you're coming to court, you're not allowed to wear shorts. Okay? I hope you don't have to come into court ever again, but if you ever have to. Let me get through the docket because this is going to take me. If you want to go have a seat in the front windows, we'll get this to you in a minute. Yeah. Can I have your name, please? Yes, Ms. Gaudu, how are you? All right, Ms. Gaudu, if you can come to the. All right, court calls. Cause numbers 14111, 141107462, 1502-01415, 2402-000121, 122-205-000042, 2311-00044, 2401-0000195, 1303 00058, 1405 40912, 171 588, 1802 000917, 1802 001128, 1805 002491, 1902 001714, 1902 001715, 1905 003608. State of Texas versus Rosalinda Covarrubias. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. Okay, Ms. Covarrubias. You're here regarding total outstanding fines and fees of $5,041.30. Is that your understanding?
Yeah.
And you put out this application regarding time payment extension and or community service, correct? So you're already on a payment plan?
I'm not really in that, but I just say it's like if you keep on paying, try to not new courts, so that's it.
Okay. And is everything on this application true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Ms. Cortez, what are you asking the court to do?
Thank you. I'm hoping that this is giving me the least amount that I can make still, before I can get it off. Right now, I need to assist my son with his cancer treatments. And so as much as I can work, that's what I invest into, and then whatever I'm able to submit to the court, then I'll continue to make my payments.
Are you able to do any community service?
I mean, I have to, I'll work around.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to do community service, but this is a lot. That's a lot. And what I've done in the past is let's do some community service, some payment plans, because I understand that. I mean, that's a lot of money. That's why I was asking if you wanted to do community service, if you're a member of a church, if you're anything that's nonprofit, you could go get hours to help with that. But it's up to you. If you just want a straight payment plan, I could do that also.
I didn't really know that pretty much when I told for a month. I don't know what to do with these, but if it can be these, then I can definitely make it happen, but, I'm just there to see what I can do helpful. Like community service, I can, like I said, I can try to see what I can do around my stretch schedule right now, but.
I mean,
whatever it takes.
Well, I mean, considering your circumstances, I'll keep you at 150 a month.
Okay.
That'll have you paid off in about 34 months. Okay, I mean, that's a little bit over 2 years, but you know, if you just keep on coming in and giving that, I mean, you'll be in compliance. Okay, is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay, if you'll go have a seat out in the front lobby, we'll get all this paperwork ready for you, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right. Mr. Colburn?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What case are you here on?
It is the, hang on, just, it's 2504-008-8, or sorry, 000862. The state versus home tax solutions.
Okay. And what is your capacity with the defendant?
I'm an attorney for home tax.
Okay.
They're a property tax lender. They took possession of this after a foreclosure sale where there were no bidders. We've been in touch with code enforcement. I actually just talked to them again this morning. We've arranged to have somebody out there to try to mow the grass. It seems like there's a squatter on the property. We're not sure who it is. Somebody does seem to be living there. So that's been a little dicey getting somebody in there to safely mow the property. But we got somebody that they recommended that they've used on city-owned properties, who's I guess fairly confident can get it resolved.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and reset this matter, and we'll come back and address it. And if everything is up to, you know, if code enforcement says you're all good, then I don't see why the prosecutor wouldn't recommend a dismissal of the case.
That's my understanding from them as well. So I think any length of reset more than a month or so, I think we'll have the person evicted by then also, and then we can really clean it up. But
we'll go ahead and reset the matter. Have you submitted a letter of representation yet?
I didn't. I don't know if
Yeah, my clerk is indicating
did or not.
My clerk is indicating that you haven't. So if you can please get that over to us, that way we can send notice to you.
Okay, I will do that.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. Y'all have a good one.
You too.